Oh, my computer crashed.
Oh no, I've got a virus.
No way, no internet connection. Do you need help? Call IT Mayday. 647-977-7113. itmayday.com.
You're listening to Linda Pinizzotto on the Condo Xpert, sponsored by Bayshore Health. You know, it's funny, Ken is the director of the Condo Doctor. I was thinking about a problem that I remember when there was some buildings that were constructed. They did a couple of things wrong. One was when they had the air, the dryers, and the filters are going up into the ceiling. Not the ones that are inside the actual dryer itself, but the one inside the ceiling. Yep. They didn't have a trap in some of the condo units. We were shocked. And then they also, in some other condo units, where they go from one unit to another unit, okay, that particularly elbow, I guess, whatever it is, okay, you couldn't get to it, even if you wanted to hire in a professional company to clean it. So now you had all that lint stuck in there. Isn't that a fire hazard?
It is a potential fire hazard, yes. Yeah, it certainly would be.
So it's really important for people to at least make life a little bit easier by cleaning their own. So if they clean their own, maybe it'll soften that up. But it still creates a problem because property management can't hire anybody to come in to clean those.
No, and if you hire people to come in to do things individually, it's going to end up costing a lot of money. You want to get people into the habit of taking care of their own property, their own issues, and you do that by staying on top of them. And that's what the property management can do. And property management can make their job easier, can spend more time on the things that really benefit a condominium and the condominium owner if a lot of these maintenance issues are taken care of, because they don't have to spend their time on the problems. And believe it or not, if you look at how much of their day is spent on problems, it's probably 20-25%.
And what about, because I know we've talked in the past, about water and water damage. So if someone's going away and they wanted to shut off all of their valves and so on inside the condo unit, I mean, some of these in the washer and dryer area, whereabouts are they located? Are they right near the pipes?
Well, the way it's supposed to work, we'll start the way it's supposed to work. It's supposed to be right beside the washer dryer. So there's a valve that you can turn off when you're not washing. That way, if you're out of the house and something goes wrong, you don't have a problem. Unfortunately, sometimes they will take these valves and put them at the back of the washer where they're not accessible, where nobody can get to them. And that's it. And we have seen this happen. That's a disaster waiting to happen.
Well, that's a huge deficiency. I would think that maybe at that point the property management should get in there and maybe have all these. Are these in older buildings that you've seen this, or in newer buildings?
Unfortunately, they're newer buildings.
Newer buildings?
Yes.
Wow. So everybody out there, take a look. I mean, find out where it is. You might still be under warranty, because that would be that's got to be a 1 and 2 year warranty issue with carry-on.
Yes.
That would have to be.
But you may not, if you're not checking.
Well, if you don't know about it.
You won't find it until after you know when you'll find it? When it's a problem.
Well, I find sometimes when people go through their warranties, they really surprise me, because, when they do the inspections, they'll write things down on those inspections, when they're taking the occupancy, and they're worried about a little nick in the wall. They're worried about like such minor things that when they have a crew come in and they start repainting or touching up things, it's probably going to create a bigger problem. So they're not really, I don't really think that they're savvy enough to really look at certain mechanicals within the unit. So is there any way to get past that? Like, is the condo doctor going to provide a program of some sort so that maybe you can attend that occupancy inspection with these condo buyers?
You could on occasion. It's a funny thing when a condominium decides to have the condo doctor come in and do all the individual units. As we go into some of the units, there will be people there, maybe that work from their home or just happen to be home. And a lot of them will say, well, why is this? Why are we doing this? The minute they understand when the light goes on, they're saying, oh my God, I don't know how we got by without. This is such a great thing. We've even had people say, am I being charged for this? Because I'll pay for the people above me just for my own safety. So it's just, people just aren't aware of what has to be done. But by having the condo doctors in and getting a report back of all the things that were checked, they can then themselves say, well, I better check this, and it will help. It'll take probably years to get them to do it. But, and some people would rather have somebody else do it for them.
So there's something called a performance audit in your engineering's report, like right after. So, but that's never really privy to the owners.
No.
No, most owners don't even know what the property management board are talking about as far as doing repairs.
Correct.
So let's talk about the process for a moment, because this is a really interesting topic. Okay, someone's purchased a condominium. They've just been told by their lawyers that they have to close under occupancy. Now, it takes about 4 to 5 months, sometimes longer, for that building units to register. And once they're registered, the building has a turnover meeting, and the turnover meeting is when the board of directors are voted on. And then the board of directors at that point will be given the condo documents and all the legal information. That's why they're calling it turnover. They take it from the builder, the developer or the builder, over to the owners. So that's now the condo board of directors. So typically, it sounds like at that particular moment, immediately at that time, is when a different type of review to include the units should come to play, because they do a performance audit and they look at the reserve fund and so on, because it's building and they have some of it from the builder. But the interesting thing is that at that point, they do not have any inspection of the actual unit. It's all relating to the building.
Correct.
Isn't that interesting? There's a loophole.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
We found a loophole on the Condo Expert. Now, is anybody surprised? Absolutely not, because that's what we're doing. Well, there's a loophole there, because there's a space where condo units actually, unless the owners find out, and they may at that point even have tenants in there, so nobody knows.
Nobody is going to find out, as I say, until there is a problem. What you said, you were so right on. That owners in a new condominium go around looking for nicks and scratches, and this is uneven. They look for all these things and think, boy, what a job I have done. They have no idea what they should really be looking for and the things that could cause them major potential problems in the future. So that's why these problems all hit after the builder and Terrion and everybody's gone away. Then the problem happens, and it's too late to do anything about it. They're stuck with the cost.
Well, there's a separation. That's why, on the registration, there's a separation. There's Terrion representing the building deficiencies, and then on one side, and then there's Terrion representing the owner's deficiencies in the units on the other side. The board of directors only handles the deficiencies through the mandates of the Condo Act on the building side.
Correct.
Right? And there's no mechanism in place to assist the owners on the unit side.
Nothing.
Exactly. And then you have the 1 and 2. But, interesting, and what we should do is tell the audience is that for warranties during the occupancy stage, they can register, even though they haven't taken ownership, on the building. On the building, they can already, during occupancy, notify Terrion of deficiencies through the building during the occupancy period. Yep. But the actual warranty certificate doesn't take effect until the registration date. Until
the incorporation.
Incorporation, because the condo corporation is incorporated on the registration. So do you got that? I hope you have that. It sounds technical, but it is important, wouldn't you say, Ken?
I think it's critically important. And again, it's what people don't know when they buy a condominium. It really is.
Well, I think, the key thing is apathy. As much as the Condo Owners Association, now formed in March of 2010 as a nonprofit, representing, advocating for condo owners across Ontario, moving towards going federal. And the interesting part about it is that we all got to work together.
Yes.
Yeah, we all have to work together. I mean, even with the legislation, the way it's in place now, it's broken off. There needs to be a mechanism in place so that it's a double protection, and it's defined. It's actually defined. So the condo doctor can come in as soon as that building registers. Property managers, you've got to be calling the condo doctor. They can come in and take a full review of all the units through the entire building. So actually now that side is also protected.
Yeah, you're absolutely
Because
right.
you have a 2-year warranty period.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
so people can't be losing out on that because then they're going to have to spend money to repair things.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
And especially if the program is done and over with, then what?
And it starts the right habit. It starts a habit to do the maintenance, to have things checked regularly, just like a dental or medical checkup. It's exactly the same thing. And, I'd like to say something about the Condo Owners Association. Thank goodness the people now have a voice that represents all of them, because that was missing in the condominium world. It really was. The people didn't have a voice, and now they have. And that is, it's...
I know it's it's funny. Everybody always says to me, "Well, that's a great idea, Linda. Geez, I'm surprised no one came up with it." Well, they're still there talking to me, and it makes me I shake my head because I think, "Oh my God!" And then I get people that actually phone me and they want to know what $10 a year covers to register with COA. And I just don't get it.
It's hard, yeah.
I don't get it, but I think slowly, with all the work that condo doctors are going out there, and the equal respect and support that we have for each other, and what we're doing is certainly going to continue to create interest and support, without a doubt.
Yeah, I think there's no question. It's a matter of time, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So let's give out the email address, if you'd like to give out your email address, if anyone wants to contact you, or I can, it's Khutt, Hutt, at Condo Doctors with an S.com, or you can go on the Condo Doctor website. You want to fill that one in? We'll go with www.doctors.com. They're just located over on Shaw Street, right in downtown Toronto. Condo Doctors prevention specialists on condominiums. They can come in and look at your unit, work with board of directors, and make sure you're protected. So thank you so much, Ken, for coming on the Condo Expert today. It's been wonderful having you.
Well, thank you very much for having me. I enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun,
Absolutely.
as I thought it would be.
Yeah, absolutely.
And hopefully we've helped somebody.
Well, that's the key. That is the key. That is, that's what this show is all about. So I'm sure that all of our listeners will be very thankful, and want to welcome everybody and have a wonderful day. Don't you think? It's nice and sunny outside.
Absolutely.
Wonderful. Well, you take care, and we'll talk to you next time. Linda Pinizzotto of the Condo Expert, sponsored by Bayshore Health and Wellbeing here at the Hayes FM, Mississauga.